Hello, Okinawa! I'm so excited to be here with you guys virtually, but still I feel like I'm here with you guys today, and I'm so excited that you guys have gotten together and you're learning as much as you possibly can today. I hope you're taking tons and tons of notes. My name is Jen O'Sullivan, for those of you guys who don't know me, and those of you who do may know me from the Human Body and Essential Oils, or maybe from my books or my app. So I have an app called the EO Bar, which is basically the only compliant Young Living oil app out there. Plus I have several books. One is called French Aromatherapy, which is a lot of recipes and how to understand usage. And then one that's called The Essential Oil Truth, which is basically a book that you can give to your friends who are new to oils, who maybe are super confused by them and don't want to be sold anything. So that one's a really good one. And then I have two brand new ones. One is called Essential Oils Make and Takes, which literally has over 60 recipes for make and takes that will knock your socks off. Like super easy. It's amazing. Plus a book called Essentially Driven, which is for those of you guys who are wanting to do the business but want to know everything in a very short, small amount of space. So I find that we have a lot of different books and different resources, and it's kind of like I find myself picking and choosing from different things to show somebody how to do business. So this is literally the business all in one spot, super short and easy to hand out. So that is my lineup, and then just wanted to kind of come on here and help you guys grow in confidence, help you guys understand a little bit better how to share oils with people, and to maybe figure out that whole tongue-tied of compliance. Okay, compliance has been some people's enemy. Some people have felt very handcuffed by it, the whole FDA compliance thing. So I hope I can dispel a few misconceptions of that and help you be able to grow in your confidence in sharing Young Living essential oils. So, all right, let's just get started. So realistically, when it comes down to it, nobody wants to be sold to. That's kind of the rule of thumb these days, is that the moment you start feeling like you're being sold something, you back off. So part of the fun in sharing essential oils is just education. And so the more you can educate people, the more you can be really excited about your own education, research stuff, kind of look stuff up, because you're on a journey. You are not needing to know everything. And I think too many times we get this like deer caught in headlights feeling of, I need to know just a little bit more before I can actually move forward and share. That could not be more of a lie, okay? You don't need to know anything but 14 things. Those 14 things are literally the 11 oils in your essential oil kit, the Ninja Red, like no joke, and the price, and the link to sign up. Like, it couldn't be any easier, okay? So to start a Young Living business, you guys, it's the biggest blessing I can ever tell you. I have a $200,000 education in photography, and I mean, I worked my tail off to get where I was in photography before I left. I left to become the oil lady. And it didn't take very long for me to become the oil lady, like probably 4 months. And all my friends knew exactly what I was doing. And you just learn. You just 12, 13, 14 items. That's it. 11 oils, Ninja Red. Some people at the beginning don't even learn about that, but do know that it's amazing. Okay. So I want to encourage you guys to kind of relax. Push all the garbage to the side where people are telling you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to know this, you need to be certified. Like, none of that is true. You just need to know a few things. Something you could learn, I just taught it to you in 2 seconds. And then stories. So part of the problem that I find so many people have when it comes to sharing anything, if they're trying to sell something, is that there's this block. They get this kind of block that doesn't allow them to move forward because they feel like they don't want to sell to somebody. They don't want to be a used car salesman, right? The problem with that is you're now withholding something from people that you know will help them, right? So think about things that you don't sell. And this is really important. Think about all the stuff that you don't sell, but you tell all your friends about, right? Like the local grocery store is having a crazy sale on something that you know all your friends use. And what do? You start texting, just so you know, such and such a store has this on sale and it's amazing. Or oh, I just tried this product and you can't, you have no problem. There's so much confidence when you're not actually making any money on it. There's something that feels sort of dirty to some people when they feel like they're trying to push a product on somebody. Well, yeah, if it's a product you're trying to push on someone, and that's why so many of these multi-level marketing companies, they don't feel good. They feel icky because part of you is not a true believer. Part of you doesn't fully believe in the product. You kind of feel like, am I really pushing makeup on someone right now? Or am I really pushing this clothing item on someone right now? Like, okay, I guess they need it, so I'm going to sell it, and I love them, so I'm going to sell it. Okay, back up. Think again about those things that you would share with you would share things and not make money off of it, right? When I first started using Young Living oils 10 years ago, all my friends would get oils from me. I would be like, I'm sorry, but purification, here. Like, I literally would just give it to them because you have to have it. And I was such a firm believer in it that I would just give it away. And I didn't even know there was a business side to this. I literally didn't even pay attention to that until just recently, like 2 years ago. And I was like, oh, all right, that's interesting. I could try, And that's the interesting thing is when you start taking out the sales and you insert education and think, okay, when I tell somebody passionately about this pair of pants that I just found that keep all my fat in, right? You start telling everybody passionately that you have to try this. Well, it's not a big deal if you made money on it, right? And this is the problem. I think that too many times we think, then now I am selling something. Okay, but you're selling something that's going to highly benefit their lives. And I'm not talking about a pair of pants, you guys. I'm talking about life-changing, life-giving products. Young Living is not a product, it's a lifestyle. And what I mean by that is the lifestyle of Young Living is the fact that you can actually live. And it's so important to understand that when you start feeling better and your cells start feeling cleaner, you actually can think clearer. You can actually get more stuff done. You actually feel good, right? And we always joke that when mama's down, everybody's down. So for me as a mom, I have to be on. If I'm not, we're all screwed. And that's not good. So realistically, you guys, think of it from a true believing perspective. There was a book that came out a long, long time ago. I can't remember the name of it, but it was in some of my college classes, and it's called The True Believer. And it's almost fanaticism. It's almost a religion, so to speak. And you think, like, I see there's so many parallels as a Christian when it comes to, other things that we're trying to talk about. And I think, gosh, I don't hit people over the head with Jesus, right? People will be like, okay, go away, crazy lunatic Jesus freak. You don't do that, And it's the same thing with oils. When somebody is hurting, you don't push oils on them. You say, hey, have you ever tried oils before? Simple question. Have you ever tried oils before? That's your opening line for everything. And then you go from there. And you just, ask them questions. Like tons of questions. You don't know what's going on with them. So that's the best way to get over also kind of that intimidation factor is just question. It's like the Columbo, right? Like Columbo, I don't know if you guys ever remember that show, but Columbo was this detective who always asked questions. And Stand for Reason is this organization that helps Christians witness to people, but when you start understanding that works for anything that you're trying to sell, right? You're trying to share with somebody something. So rather than pushing something on them, let them guide you by asking questions. Just keep asking questions, and it's called the Columbo Tactic. And that's it. So every time they answer you, ask another question. Have you ever used oils before? Yes. Oh, really? Which ones? And they'll say, from so-and-so company. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I've tried those. Now, you may not have tried those, and that's fine, so don't say I've tried those. Say, oh, what store is that from? Like, again, ask another question. They'll tell you, how did you like them? Like, which was your favorite? Just keep asking questions. So you start kind of learning. It's like when you go into the doctor for an ailment issue, they don't just say, here, take this. Well, some of them do, but they don't say, here, take this. They ask you questions. Well, what's going on? What are you feeling like? What's happening when you do this? Like, does this hurt? How about this? It's like constant questions. So it's super easy in even relationships, right? If you're trying to date somebody for the first time, just have a running list of questions in your head and the date will never go bad, because what is the number one thing people like to talk about? Themselves. So be careful. Don't talk about yourself. Ask them questions. Constantly remember that. Okay, I need to ask them about them. Put it back on them. You want them to feel like they're running the conversation. They're the ones driving it. Even though you are. You're just asking questions, which is guiding them to the conversation, but they're the ones doing all the talking. Once you get to the end and they're, you've said a few oils, maybe said, oh, that one is really good for this. You just kind of start talking about, always lead with the premium starter kit oils. And then once you get there, they're usually like, well, I'd really like to try that one and that one and that one. They'll like give them several throughout the conversation, only premium starter kit oils, and then actually share with them like, yeah, yes. The answer is always yes. If they say, well, I'd like those 3 oils, say yes. Yes, I'd like to get you those. I'm happy to get you those. Let me get the price for you. You give them the little price and say, it's totally fine. I'll put them on my order. You just have to do the tax and all that stuff. So it's a 10% upcharge from your wholesale. You can totally do that. And then if the price will always be higher. So you're literally going to say, okay, here's the price. It's $97 for those 3 oils. If you literally just do a little bit extra money, like less than half, you're going to get 11 oils plus a diffuser. So you can do whatever. You always say it's up to you, but it's really important that you let them feel like they're in the driver's seat, okay? And it takes a lot of pressure off of you as well. So I hope you've actually been able to take a lot of notes during this. This will be available for you guys to rewatch if you want later. And I've just enjoyed being here with you guys. I hope that you learn tons and tons of stuff in this conference that you're at. And I'm just happy to be here. So I thank you guys, and I will see you guys on my group, The Human Body and Essential Oils. All right, take care.